I smiled at Namjoon, blinked to show him an okay, and turned away from them. Went in the corridor to enter a room and rest. My stomach still hurts. Suddenly, I was pulled towards the first room. Jungkook threw me into the room and closed the door. I was shocked. Why was he behaving like this? I went to the window and opened it, breathed the cool air and the refreshing smell of rain. I put my hand on my stomach to ease the pain. Jungkook turned me towards him. I left you just for a few minutes. You grabbed the chance, huh? Ain't you gonna looking for flirting? I giggled. Don't laugh. I laughed louder. Jungkook shouted. Is it funny? Shut up. I wiped the tears from the corner of my eyes and said with a smile, yes, it's very funny. Don't play the role of pure innocent people. Since it's my life, I can talk to anyone I want. You have no right to flirt with another man. It's not the past, which men used to tell women what to do and what not to do. He grabbed my throat. Seems like I treated you with too much tenderness. You misunderstood. I shouted. So what? Come and check me, so that you'll give me peace, so that I can't get rid of you. He reduced the pressure of his hand, and after a few seconds, he released his hand from around my throat. I coughed. I looked at him like a sharp and angry tiger. I will make you regret what you did to me. No. Regret your existence. My stomach pain was unbearable. I sat down in pain and leaned against the wall. Jungkook cleared his throat. What happened? Are you okay? He sat in front of me. I closed my eyes. I'm fine. I'll feel better if you go out. He took my hand and lifted me up, went to the bed and put me on the bed, then took out his phone and typed something. After a few seconds, he stood in front of me. We will leave the room in few minutes. Do you remember what I told you in the car? To play the role of my lover. There is someone out there who is important to me, and now that we go out of this room, I want you to do whatever I tell you in front of him. In addition to the stomachache, I also got a headache. I closed my eyes again. And you thought that I would accept? Jungkook sat next to me. You have to accept. It's an order, not a request. Bad to you if you refuse to do what I ask you to. I don't care. Do whatever you want. You asked me to play the role of your girlfriend. I said okay. I don't care if that's all you want, but if it's more, you have to kiss me. I quickly opened my eyes in surprise and looked at him. What? Outside the room, whenever I give you a signal, you have to kiss me. Are you crazy? After leaving the room, I kept a distance from Jungkook so that he wouldn't play crazy to fulfill his wish. I sneaked past Jungkook and went towards the door to enter the garden area. Suddenly, someone pulled my hand. Are you a kid? What is this? You're running away from your man. I was about to say something, but after hearing his last sentence, suddenly I happened to cough. After I stopped coughing, I said, My man, don't say you believe everything is real. You are the one who misunderstood. Did you think I will let another man to touch you? Just can't imagine it. I shook my head to the sides as of regret and cursed Jungkook under my breath. Such a self-obsessed, stupid man. Jungkook put his hand behind my back and held my waist. The heat of his hand burned my skin. I imperceptibly removed his hand from my waist. Don't touch me unless you have to act in front of others. When will this damn party end? I got a headache. Jungkook grabbed my waist again. Damn, what a freak. As if my words didn't matter to him at all. He sat me down on a couch, then sat close to me. I turned my head around to find Namjoon. He had a glass of wine in his hand and was talking to two smiling tall girls with an attractive smile. Jungkook put his hand under my chin and turned my face towards him. He was pressing his jaw and each other out of anger. He said in a calm but nervous voice, What? Is he hot? The hot and richest man in the party is sitting next to you, and you dare to pay attention to another man? I laughed. He pressed my waist tightly and I stopped laughing out of pain. Hey, wild man, my waist. I don't need the most attractive and richest man at the party. There's something you can't buy with your money. So, make me happy with a goodbye. I grinned and stared at the happy drunk men and women in front of me. He came. Who? I looked at him. He was looking at a handsome middle-aged man, and a beautiful young girl was standing next to the man and was staring at Jungkook with passion. Jungkook said under his breath, Now is the time. Hurry up and kiss me. My eyes widened in surprise. I was going to get up. Jungkook seemed to know me well. He put his other hand firmly on my legs so that I couldn't get up. Let me go. I won't kiss you. I hate you. Jungkook looked at me with an angry and scary look. I left you alone and you did whatever you wanted recently. That's why you have become rude. something that suddenly my hand was pulled and I was pushed to the table. The sound of glasses falling and breaking stopped the commotion of the guests. I could feel the weight of their gaze on me and Jungkook. Jungkook wrapped his arms around me angrily. Calmly said, "I will teach you tonight to find out who is the boss." I could hear my heart pounding in my chest with fear. Undoubtedly, Jungkook also hears it. He looked at my chest and grinned. "Are you this excited?" I was dizzy. All eyes were on us. If I ran away, Jungkook would definitely compensate my behavior. I said with fear, "Let's go home." He brought his face close to me and his lips hit my lips out of the blue. Wow! I heard the voice of several people saying "oh" in surprise, and also a girl called Jungkook desperately from behind me. I couldn't breathe anymore. Pushed Jungkook back hard. He grinned. I felt like my cheeks on fire. Ran to the outside and left the hall. I hate him. Jungkook was a selfish man who thought that everything he wants belongs to him and whatever he says should be done. He has no emotion. I don't know why I was drawn to this story and his dirty life. I only know that I hate myself and him because I was the only reason of me being here by his side. I was still dizzy, so leaned against the tree. I heard the sound of footsteps. The sound was getting closer and closer. Then a man's shoes appeared in front of me. So I raised my head. Oh, I guessed right. It was Jungkook. "Why don't you give up on me? What is wrong with you? If anyone who doesn't know you see your reaction might think you are a 10 years old little girl who has never kissed anyone yet." Yes, no one had ever kissed me by force. Do you know what is strange to me? Jungkook sat on his feet in front of me. What? I stared at him seriously. "According to you, all these girls will line up for you if you just call them. But you kept me by your side by force, and you do whatever you want with me." Jungkook stared into my eyes quietly and seriously. because you are my lover right now. I was shocked, frowned, and pulled my hand out of his hand. He hit me against a tree. I hate it when a girl acts stubborn in front of me. Then I'm holding your hand. Don't do it again. I fed up with Jungkook. Also, my physical and mental condition was awful at the moment, so I decided not to be stubborn for now, so that tonight will end this year. Suddenly, I blacked out and hiked entirely to prevent myself from falling. Laid my head on his chest and grabbed his shirt. Cook, let's go home. I raised my head and looked at him. He was looking at me with shock. After a few seconds, wrapped his arms around me tightly. I stared into his eyes while crying and continued. Cook, I'm not feeling well. Take me home. My headache and stomachache was driving me crazy. I need some pills. Jungkook picked me up and went to the car. What is with you? He entered the car and sat me on his legs in front of him and rested my head on his chest. I was too dizzy to care about the situation. It was cold, so I curled up in his arms and didn't know when I fell asleep.